This story dates back to the time when Buddha was residing in a grove. By this time, Buddha's fame had spread far and wide. People from distant places would come to him seeking solutions to their worries and troubles. One day, while Buddha was giving a discourse to his disciples, an older man, accompanied by his young son, was walking toward Buddha. When they reached near the discourse site, Buddha looked at them and gestured for them to sit. Once the discourse ended and everyone left, Buddha called the man over and invited him to sit. The entire area was lush with greenery. The weather was pleasant, and various bird sounds echoed around. The scene gave the man a profound sense of inner peace. Afterward, Buddha asked the man why he had come. The man replied, "Tathagat, I've traveled for 2 days to bring my son to meet you. He's my only son, and he always seems tired, as if he's devoid of energy. His temperament has also become quite irritable. If we say anything to him, he reacts with anger. His eyesight is weak, his hair is turning gray, and he seems much older than he actually is. I just don't understand why he's this way." I've consulted with a doctor who gave him some medication and suggested he reduce stress. But my son doesn't seem to understand what stress is or how to deal with it. I don't know what stress is, what causes it, and how to remove it from my son's mind. That's why I've come to you, Tathagat. Please help me with my problem. Hearing this, Buddha observed the young man carefully. He looked at his face, examined his eyes, and even checked his pulse. After completing these observations, Buddha said, "No one chooses to be stressed, but stress creeps into people's minds like termites, and they don't even realize they're living with it. However, if one understands the causes of stress and establishes a measure to determine how much stress they have, they can find a solution to the problem. Let's first understand what stress is. When a person is doing something, but their mind is elsewhere, wandering in fantasies, a gap forms between the body and the mind. The greater this gap, the more unconscious the person becomes, leading to stress. This is why, after playing a favorite sport, people often feel invigorated and happy, even though their bodies are tired. Because during play, both the body and the mind are completely focused. There's no gap, and stress doesn't occur. Conversely, when we do something we dislike, our bodies might be engaged in the task, but our minds are wandering, creating a gap between body and mind, giving rise to stress. Buddha continued, "The main causes of stress are overambition, jealousy, lack of interest, expecting too much from others, physical suffering, lack of planning, procrastination, and overthinking. Those who understand these causes can lead a stress-free life." The young man asked, "Buddha, does this mean we shouldn't set goals? Because setting goals is a form of ambition." Buddha replied, "Setting goals isn't wrong, but the problem arises when people focus solely on the results, worrying about the outcomes. People should learn to live in the present. Set goals and work hard to achieve them. But remember that the present moment is the only truth." Buddha then explained that jealousy and resentment are major sources of stress. Jealousy acts as a wound on the mind, which, unlike a physical wound, never heals. Therefore, people should never resent or be jealous of others' happiness and success. Another major source of stress is a lack of interest in the tasks we're assigned. If people don't enjoy the work they do, they tend to daydream, causing stress. This is why it's essential to choose work that aligns with one's interests. Buddha then addressed another cause of stress, expecting too much from others. Parents often expect their children to be successful, to fulfill their dreams, and to obey their every command. When these expectations aren't met, it creates stress. To live a stress-free life, people should reduce their expectations from others. Physical suffering can also cause stress. When people experience pain, their entire focus is on that discomfort, leading to negative thoughts and stress. Buddha mentioned that our lives inherently come with pain, illnesses, and ultimately death. Understanding this can help reduce stress related to physical suffering. Regular exercise and a healthy lifestyle are also crucial in managing stress. Another cause of stress is starting projects without proper planning. Some people impulsively jump into new projects without adequate thought, and when they face failure, they become stressed. Proper planning and thinking through outcomes are key to preventing this form of stress. Procrastination is another significant cause of stress. Putting off tasks often leads to incomplete work, causing stress when deadlines approach. To live a stress-free life, people must overcome procrastination and embrace discipline and time management. Finally, overthinking is another source of stress. People who constantly live in the past or worry about the future are often stressed. Practicing mindfulness and keeping busy with meaningful tasks can help manage overthinking. After hearing this, the man said, "Buddha, my son is only 20 years old and might not be able to follow all these principles at once. Could you suggest a simple way for him to manage stress?" Buddha replied, "If following all these principles seems too complex, here's a straightforward method. Focus on one task at a time. Whatever you're doing, focus entirely on that task. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the task at hand. This is the easiest and most effective way to stay stress-free." Buddha concluded, "When you eat, focus solely on eating and enjoy the food. When you walk, concentrate solely on walking. By focusing on one thing at a time, the gap between the mind and body is reduced, eliminating stress. Try to focus on one thing at a time, and over time, you'll notice less stress in your life." With this advice, the story ends, reminding us that to live a stress-free life, we must be present in each moment and focus entirely on the task at hand. The story offers several important lessons related to stress, its causes, and how to manage or avoid it. The story provides a holistic view of stress management and a guide to living a more balanced and stress-free life. By focusing on the present, managing expectations, reducing negative emotions, and practicing mindfulness, we can cultivate a state of peace and avoid letting stress control our lives. If you like our video, do not forget to subscribe, share our channel Hunt for Desire. We promise to motivate and inspire you through our videos. Thank you for watching.